The Keyz and Dawoud podcast.
Concept Kings, you know what I mean? My man Keyz and Dawoud, we here.
This is episode 40.
Episode 40. Okay,
Yes,
40
there we
shots.
go.
40 shots.
40
Hashtag
shots.
40 shots.
Hashtag
You know what I mean?
40-year-old virgin.
I don't know about that. But we'll, see what we could do with this, you know what I mean? You got a topic you wanted to start off with? Yeah.
Yes, sir. November 16th, Gucci Mane was performing at the Mirage in New York, in Brooklyn, and a fan decided that he wanted to crash the stage. You would think after all these crashings of the stages and these fans getting lit up by the dancers, bodyguards, and everything like that, they wouldn't want to do that. So obviously, this fan was a dumbass, and he decided he wanted to crash the stage when Gucci Mane was performing. So his security guard that was on the stage flung this dude with no contest like a slingshot.
Right.
He tossed him off the stage like he was a rag doll.
Like he was supposed to. Yo, I don't understand when people do that at all anymore, period. We've seen it from like Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Action Bronson would clothesline people, super
Wow.
slam people. And you know what? I started to realize people like to do that. Like they want to get slammed.
The media.
They want to get body slammed. They want to get choke slammed.
Yeah.
Because
they can possibly
I bring up Action Bronson again. I know he had nothing to do with this, but with him, people go to his shows to run up there just so he could choke slam them or pick them up over their head and throw them into the crowd. Like that's part of it's become part of it now. Now you see some people get fucked up when they run up on stage.
Yeah.
With God bless the dead to XX
Tentacion.
when that dude ran up and punched him, that wasn't a good look.
No.
You know what I mean? And I guess security now has all rights, especially after a situation like that, has all rights to stomp you into the mud. That's just like automatically. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I mean,
that's
the
all rights.
security
That's like
is there.
saying-
That's what they're there for. They're there to stop any fuckery.
Exactly. And on top of that, that's what they like. Come on, you gotta know that's like what we wait for.
Yeah.
Like, they like, yes, I get to earn this.
Yo, look,
fat shizak.
They
by
sitting up there.
stomping the mud out of somebody.
The testosterone levels is probably on 100.
Yeah.
They go home and beat the shit out of their wife.
Yeah, I ain't saying that.
Beat them.
I'm not saying that.
I don't talk about
That's
physically beat
Dawoud.
them, sexually
I'm not backing that up. I'm not saying
They
all
sexually
dudes
beat
do
them.
that. Your man is
That
reckless.
testosterone
He
is
always
high.
doing some wild shit like that.
High.
He's wilding for the
That
night.
kind of hurts though.
You
Right
know
there.
what,
Like, I
too?
just cut myself.
You know what, too? You also got to understand, too, a lot of these artists, they get reckless because they got security.
Yeah.
And they know nothing could really, really happen to them unless it was like an XX Tentacion type of
But you
shit.
know who doesn't care if you come up on the stage? Red, Meth, any of the Wu-Tang, they really don't give a fuck because they like these stage diving.
Nah.
I've seen them.
They
Like,
give a
the
fuck.
show that I went to,
They give a fuck.
they didn't care.
No, they care. It's a particular time when they allow you onto the stage.
Yeah.
You can't just come up when you think you could come up. You try to run up on Meth and Red and see what happened to you. If you think they got security now.
Oh yeah.
And Meth got the cock
Yeah.
weasel pause. You know what I mean?
But you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Security. His
me,
security
myself,
veterans.
I need to get into the gym too, man, because everybody's getting buffed these
They
days.
yoke people up professionally.
What do you think, bro? I think we need to start getting buffed up in this bitch.
I'm not doing that. I'm behind
wanna get
security. I'm gonna be like my man Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm gonna be breakdancing in the middle of security. Like, oh, you can't fuck with me. Fuck you niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, speaking of that, do you know I ran into, speaking about Tekashi, you said
I got that's my next. That was the next topic.
Tell me why.
He's always a
Tell
topic.
me why.
I love
I
Tekashi.
ran into
He's
a dude that knows Tekashi.
Okay.
He was like, yo, Tekashi's pussy. Straight pussy.
Who cares?
And I was like,
Okay.
wow. He talks a lot of shit, though.
So
But I guess
that's the
part of
point.
it.
That's the point.
part of it.
That's what everybody. By your man saying that, he's stating the obvious that everybody's been saying for all this time.
Yeah.
You even been saying that. So what?
You know,
by you getting the confirmation from your man, does that change your perception of Tekashi?
He's still a rainbow child.
Okay, there you go. So to you, that's what he is. Yeah. So this week, actually yesterday, which was Friday, because we taped it early. But he was on the Breakfast Club.
Really?
Yes. And he was letting off a lot of shots. He was letting off a lot of things that, I guess been coming up in the news and answering the questions.
Right.
And you know what? I'm Team Tekashi, man.
Okay.
Your boy is very intelligent. He knows what he's playing. He knows it's a game.
Of course.
He knows it's a game. We're the only assholes sitting there like, nah, fuck her, getting upset.
No, I don't get upset no more.
But my point is that he did all of this strategically.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Remember I said in the show, I was like, yeah, he's a genius.
No, not like he's really smart. Now, so peep this, right? Over the news this week, it was a big thing that he fired all his staff, all his management, and all of that, right? So he explained it on the Breakfast Club on why he fired them. And when he explained it, I'd have fired them motherfuckers too.
Oh, they was dipping?
Dipping and dodging and dipping and diving and digging the holes up in his pockets.
Oh, man.
Like they was getting him for bread.
Yo,
he was supposed to get like $1.6 million for touring. Like a bunch of shows, right? And they was paying him like $600,000.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yo, his people was like.
And how he found out was ill.
Watch your team get all up in your guts. French vanilla
and people how he found out. He found out because he just so happened to bump into one of the promoters that booked him.
Right.
And he was like, I'm gonna go to the show, but I don't really feel like going to the show. And the promoter was like, why are you not? He was like, I'm $100K to book me for a show. Why are you paying me $60? You know what I mean? And he's like, what are you talking about? We sent you the upfront. The upfront was $80K.
Wow.
So if the upfront is $80K, how much is the whole shit? It's more than $100.
Wow.
And he's only getting upfront $60K? I'd have fired everybody else too. Fuck you. We all gotta go. Get out, bitch. You know how much money? He said he was shaking when he heard that. He was like, he couldn't believe.
But he actually gets $100K for himself?
Think about it.
No. I understand where you're coming from, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you
a lot of artists
on
do.
A record label, they get a lot of, but they did say you make your money at the shows.
Shows is different.
Yeah,
shows
you make
is
your
different.
money on shows.
When you sign with a label, you sign in for your music,
right?
For the rights of your music, the actual plays of your music. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you performing your music is you. Yeah. If you don't sign that away.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Because most people do 360s. Exactly, 360 deals.
That's the reason why there's a lot of people that, like my brother, that go independent so they don't have to worry about all that bullshit.
Exactly. Like Chance the Rapper is supposedly independent. I don't know how much true that is, but his independent run is why he makes so much money, why he gets so much, because he's getting 98% of all of his revenue. So when you're doing that, when you're making your deals now, you got to make your deals to the point where you know what your bottom line is, what you're going to be what's your cost for everything that you're bringing to the table, how much all of that is worth. Right. So then when you sign your deal, you go, all right, this is what I want. You see what I'm saying? So now, but look, the booking shows now, I don't know. Look, everybody exaggerates their money. You know what I mean? When it comes to being booked and all of that type of stuff. Even if he's exaggerating, right? Let's say he's exaggerating by a couple $1 million. It's still millions of dollars. You get what I'm saying? And he's still getting robbed a nice chunk of that. And when he was talking to the promoters that booked him with his agency, the booking agency, the agency now said, oh, we tell you where his mother lives if he doesn't show up to the show. We could give you her address and all of that.
Boy.
So the promoter is like, wait a minute, now, if you the promoter, you don't know nothing, right? And you booking, let's say me, right? I'm the artist. Right? But Josh is my booking agency, right?
Management.
No, my booking agency, because it's different. That's separate from management.
Really?
Management is separate from booking agency and all of that, right?
But isn't there sometimes where they got the one and all in one?
Some companies have all-in-ones, but it's usually relationships just set up so you could, win.
That's just
basically,
more people to pay. I'll just do it all in one.
But even if all in one, you're still going to have your manager separate from your booking agent. You get what I'm saying? Because your manager is supposed to get you the deals.
Right.
The booking agent is supposed to get you shows.
Right.
You don't want them intermingling. You get what I'm saying? Because this is what happens.
We need all that.
Once you intermingle, the money intermingles with 3 people instead of 2.
Yo, that
you
shit
get what
is
I'm
crazy.
saying? So hold on. So now, Josh calls you, says, "Yo, I'm booking Keyz." You feel what I'm saying? No, you call Josh. You want to book Keyz, right? Josh says, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you for the low of $1.1 million.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, right? Let's just say I'm worth $1 million.
Yeah.
You agree to it, right?
Right.
Josh comes back to me and says, "Yo, I got you shows
500,000.
500,000. You know what I'm saying?
And then
boom, here, cashed out.
Wow.
So now I just so happen to bump into you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, why are you lowballing me? Like, and then you say, well, look, I'm booking you for 15 shows. Each show is what you asked for.
Right.
And I gave you upfront money already.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, what? Looking like the fucking Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Wowzers. You know what I'm saying? Looking crazy.
Like-
My eyes got cartoon.
Like, which way did he go, George?
Exactly. Like, which way did the money go? Which way did the money go? Like, you know what I mean?
Like them niggas put a slice in the bag and that
And it
shit
just
is
fell, exactly, fell right in there. Like, he don't know about it. Put it over here. You know what I'm saying?
Just sew that back up.
A little for him, a lot for me.
Yeah.
A little for him,
Yep.
a lot for me. And they're
That's
not
some
doing
dirtbag shit.
So he was
I
tight.
would have fired their asses too.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like
went-
nigga, do you know who you was representing? Nigga, you was getting
it's-
bags.
exactly.
And you gonna
if
try to be greedy?
Exactly. If you didn't be greedy, you would have been getting bags for a minute. At least for a minute. We don't know how long
least for maybe
Tekashi's.
2 or 3 years,
At
maybe?
least.
Maybe.
And then you can spend that money off into
Yep.
something that can get you the real bag. Whatever.
Exactly.
But why would you do that? But anyway, so that's part of the reason why he X'd out the booking agency and, you know, his legal issues with the Treyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said, this is out of his words, out of his mouth, words out of his mouth, that Treyway, he created the Treyway slogan. It wasn't the management, I guess his manager, I guess who we was calling Treyway, his name is Shoddy.
Oh,
That's his name, Shoddy.
okay.
Shoddy he's known for
Shoddy.
getting business in the streets.
Shady.
And, you know what I
Shoddy.
mean? But I don't know their relation. They didn't
Right.
see when they were interviewing him. They didn't say nothing about that. They
So
asked
he's
him
not
about.
fired?
We don't know. I don't
Okay.
know how that falls.
Okay.
But they asked him about the shooting that happened in LA that we talked about. He was like, "Yeah, Nikki did the shoot. We did it anyway." Oh, that was on the other side of the house. I didn't even hear it. I didn't know about it till later on when I heard about it on the news.
This is the Keyz
Like-
and Dawoud podcast.
That's crazy.
And yo, we got the dinner show.
This nigga don't even give a fuck, yo. He's like, he don't give a fuck. Like, yo, fuck that. And when he was saying it, it sounds defensive and crazy. But he was like, think about it. If you could walk around and not care about anything at all, like you do what you want to do. Like we all do what we have to do. You get what I'm saying? He's saying, but this is how he's saying he's feeling. Do I believe he does what he wants to do? No, I don't believe anybody does what they want to do because there's repercussions for things.
Behind
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
that you do.
Now, if he don't care about the repercussions, that's a difference to
Yeah.
me. You get what I'm saying?
And
Because
there are
now,
people that are like that.
exactly. Now, which I'm not mad at that either. I'm not
can't.
mad at that at all
I mean,
because
that's a person being an individual and being. who
and
they
that
wanna
to
be.
me is what he was talking about.
Right.
Now he worded it wrong to me.
Right.
Because when you say it like that, it's like, oh, yo, you tell everybody, fuck you, da da da. No, it's when you don't care about your repercussions and nothing bothers you.
Nothing.
Nothing, anything that anybody says about you doesn't bother. They brought up how he was fucking Trippie Redd's girl. He was like, yeah, I was fucking her. It's nothing. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
And he's like, oh yeah, them dudes in LA, they got kids and they over here shooting at me, like they don't even know. And the way Charlamagne was putting it is actually right. Like, yo, you don't know who got kids there, who was on set there, whose room it was.
Absolutely.
It was reportedly shot into the room where Nikki was supposed to be getting dressed at.
Wow.
What if she got shot? What if she had somebody that was with her that got shot? You know what I mean? That's what the point that he was trying to make. And he was just
Damn.
sitting there like, well, I didn't, you know what I mean? I'm not saying
Yo, it's a fucked
this
up
is that.
situation altogether. But I have to make a little bit of funny of it because you know me, I got to put some funny on some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been some funny shit. She would have got shot in the ass, and one ass cheek would have been flat.
That's fucked up. Nikki, I love you, Nikki.
No, I'm just
He
listen.
hates you,
No,
okay?
I don't.
Yeah,
I
he
don't.
does.
I really
called
don't.
her- You
Bro,
on record destroying her
Slur.
for fucking
But I
calling her
apologize.
all
I
type
said
of
it-
wild shit.
Yo, I said
and
it was
now
a
you
media-
want her to get shot in the
it was
ass
media takeout.
and follow the drip all the way around. That's what you said.
one flat cheek.
That's what you said. Follow the drip all the way around.
Yeah, how's she gonna make it rotate? Just one cheek rotating?
That's fucked up. Now you Team
Yeah.
Cardi. You Team
Yeah.
Cardi. That's what it is. He's Team Cardi. That's what
I
it
like
is.
the Dominicans. You already know.
Yeah,
I
see,
love
that's
the
what it
Dominicans.
is. Yo, and you know what?
Team Dominican.
And you know what though? After Tekashi was saying what he was saying, like he still looked like he was wild. He looked like he was on something still. He says he doesn't take drugs, but he looked like he was on something.
Bro,
'Cause
he
was
says he doesn't smoke
he was
weed
like,
or nothing?
Hold up. He was doing all type of wild shit. He says he doesn't smoke weed. And there's no pictures of him smoking weed.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to put that on nobody. I
So
don't
he
know.
don't drink?
That's what he's saying.
Wow.
That's
a-
what he. I mean,
I don't really drink. either.
He drink occasionally, like I guess when he goes and hangs out. But
Right.
from what I understand, the way he said it, he don't do none of that.
What are you doing tonight?
What do you mean? What am I doing today?
Are you doing anything tonight? Because there's a
Yeah, I
like
got a lot
a,
of shit to do. This is my one day. You
oh,
know
no.
what?
The reason why I'm saying that
You know
because
what
there's a reception party going on. You know what I'm saying?
We could tell me the
drinks,
details
shit like
afterwards.
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
I'll be able to swing through. You
yeah.
never know. I'll pop
But,
up. You know what I mean? Well,
Did you see?
yeah, you're supposed to tell the camera. I
Look
didn't
at
tell
that.
me.
You see that?
I saw that
See
already.
that merchandise right there, baby?
You know what I mean? Can't forget the merch.
Keyz and Dawoud podcast.
Yeah.
And then look, hold on. Let me take it off real quick. Look at the back. It says Dawoud. You see that? Personalized.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
That's
you know
what
the
we
merch
do.
will be definitely out there soon.
That's
you
what
know
we
what
do.
I mean? We're gonna be promoting that.
I know
heavy.
it took a while,
You know
but
what I mean?
we
It's
here.
there. We getting there. Also, so you know, no, you had another topic you wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, right now, I think we gotta take a time, some silence and stuff for the Stan Lee. You know, the person that created Marvel. You know, X-Men, Avengers, all that good Marvel stuff. Deadpool. You know, him and his cameos. I just want to take a moment of silence right now. Bow my head. We're gonna miss you, Stan. We're gonna miss you. Actually, Stan Lee, born Stanley Martin Lieber, December 28th, 1922, and he passed on November 12th, 2008. It's sad. It's so sad because, you know, we're definitely gonna miss him. You know, he brought a lot of good movies, comics, a lot of joy to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And the only thing I have to say is Excelsior. You know, that was Stan Lee's word.
Like it was all nice until you just threw that out of here.
Yeah, that was
all
Stan Lee's word.
Random out the word. It's like,
But
you
yeah,
know,
95 years old.
he lived a good life.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you a
25
question.
more
Now,
than he
not
was
not to
supposed
you know, I always think this when somebody passes away, especially somebody of that age, right?
Yeah, and that statue.
And now we in the Me Too movement. You know what I'm saying? And we into all of this, right?
You're wondering what he did?
Honestly, I'm being honest. Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Stan got a lot of buns.
I don't know. I'm just asking. Like, do you think was he a racist dude? Do you think?
No, because the X-Men is all about not being racist and being different.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
See that?
I didn't know that. Thank
Yeah,
you, Josh,
that's what
for
it was.
giving
it was,
us some facts.
It was based on racism because of they were prejudiced against the mutants.
So that means he had a little black tang. That's what you're saying. That's
Probably
what
had
you're
a
saying.
little pootie tang in him.
Okay, so I'm just saying now.
Do you think?
I mean, I never heard.
Oh, you're
anything.
wondering if he had a little Trump in him? Little
I'm
snatchy,
just asking. You know what I mean? I know
I've never
we have
heard
to bring
that.
light to good stuff. I just want to know
I've
because
never
I don't
ever heard
know a
that.
lot about him.
Now, being this era, if there was something on him, they would have definitely put it out there.
Okay, all right. That's all I'm just saying. I just
But
wanted to
he
get that clear
He did
first.
lose his wife in 2017, and then a year later, he's gone.
So, do you know how long was he with his wife? Like, was he with his wife for a long period of time?
I'm not
or-
even sure. It doesn't really say. I mean, hold on. Let me see. It says basically Joan Lee Bucock, excuse me.
Whoa. What?
She was a British American model.
Hold up. What's her first name?
Her name is Joan Bucock Lee.
All right, I'm not gonna say anything. Go ahead.
But
as Josh is
they
laughing in the
were-
background, he knows.
They
Okay.
were late. I guess they got married in the 50s.
Oh, okay, so then maybe you know what? Maybe he was just a good guy.
Yeah.
He was just a good guy. You know what I mean? Oh, you shaking your head back there, Josh?
Yeah, no, it said
You
married.
he
It
was,
said
he was a loosey goosey.
Hardcore.
Oh, he was like a rapper of his day.
69 every
well, he.
Oh,
had,
wow.
He had I guess.
Well, you know what? I still salute him, just because he was a man who liked all the colors.
She
The
married.
rainbow,
She
you know
married
what I mean?
Stan Lee in 47.
Okay, at 47 years old.
No, in 47.
1947?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So she
she
was
died
down
in
with it. She was
2017.
probably down with it. That's what you're saying, Josh. Josh knows a lot about her freaky life.
Stan Lee looks like
pretty
he
good.
could have been another Hugh Hefner.
He definitely was. Let me tell you something. When you got that much money,
He was probably banging out Excelsior.
there you go with the shit. Yo. Where do you come up with this shit from?
I'm
yo?
saying
This shit is wild for the night, yo.
Excelsior or Excelsior?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it just sounds funny when you say it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Excelsior.
It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It sounds like you wild
You
for the night.
imagine that? You busting off like Excelsior.
Well, oh man, look at that. That's a wild picture for the
Oh
night.
man, that's him.
Oh yeah, he was definitely
Wow.
slinging the
Oh, yeah,
ding-a-ling all
he was
over
definitely-
Paws.
Him and Hugh probably was.
They
best
was tag
friends.
teaming bitches.
They was probably
They
best friends.
Pig roasting. They was
Oh,
pig
yeah.
roasting.
Oh,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Definitely.
it was.
book, over his junk, it's the Hulk.
What? Wait.
The Hulk comic book.
On his junk? Oh shit! So he's calling his junk the
Oh,
Hulk.
wow.
Pause. That now it makes me look at the Hulk
Incredible
completely
Hulk.
different. The Incredible Hulk looks completely different. Pause.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
crazy.
that. I don't like it anymore.
That's
I'm not.
crazy.
I'm not a fan of the Hulk anymore.
I love
I'm
the
done.
Hulk
The
still.
Hulk gotta go. He gotta go now.
No, I'm
sorry.
still a Hulk fan.
Hey yo, pause. Hey,
Not
hey,
that
hey,
Hulk,
Hey,
though.
hey.
Sure, I got my own
Stan
Hulk.
Lee, hey yo, pause. He's excited over there. Relax.
Excelsior.
Wait, yo, there you go. Seeing that shit again. I don't know, but yeah, that
Yeah.
proves that he was slinging it.
But
we also
wait a
wanna
minute.
say,
What else does that prove about Josh?
what did
Looking
Josh
up
knows
that
about?
stuff? Oh,
Josh
wow.
knows about that stuff.
I know he likes Stan Lee, but maybe
Josh
he really
looks
likes
like he
Stan
probably
Lee.
would shoot like a porno or something.
Yeah.
He would probably do
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah. You see him with the cam. Look
Yeah,
at
you
him.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, the cameraman,
What?
see? Josh probably got a
probably
couple of
does,
pornos
yeah,
on
yeah,
stash.
yeah.
That he's a
On the
star
low
of.
low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably does.
No, he's not the star. He
Slicker.
was in the background. He was the
Hey,
cameraman.
Cameraman still get
Oh,
love
yeah.
too. You know how
Oh, yeah,
you know
they
how
do.
it gets down.
Yeah, after the scene shot, she's like, "Oh, I'll finish
Sometimes in the
polish you off."
scene.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
in the
yeah.
scene.
That's definitely.
You never know.
They're like, hold on, let me hold this camera. Oh,
Yaka,
yeah,
yaka,
yeah,
yaka. Pause all of that. Pause. Your man had a visual over there. I didn't like that, yo. But he gave you a lot of compliment. His hand was like this, Josh. I don't know. Pause.
Oh, that was holding the camera.
Oh, that was the camera. Oh, but he took it back as a backhanded compliment. Damn, that's fucked up.
It's reality.
It's reality.
But yo,
But yo,
this is
we
crazy.
also want to send our condolences to
His
Kim
family.
Porter.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that was Puff Daddy, Sean, Puffy Combs.
Yes.
Baby mother. Also, I think they were married at one point. I'm not sure. No,
That's
matter of fact,
sad.
no, I don't think they were married. I'm sorry.
No.
It was just long-term girlfriend.
Now, is that the one that was blonde hair?
No, this is the mother of Albie Shore's son as well that Diddy adopted or just took care of, whatever.
Okay.
And this is the mother of King Combs, the rapper.
Okay.
And the two twins. So
Okay.
he went back and
So
doubled
what
back
about
up
the
in
one
there.
that he had, baby Justin?
That was Misa. That was the
She was
first baby
fine.
mom.
The blonde one? She
Yeah,
was in a video with
she was.
Biggie?
Yeah, she was in
Ooh.
a video with Biggie and all that.
Man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I wanted to be in the video
Yo,
with
you
her.
know what? Puff had good taste, man. Puff had
She
good
was
taste.
bad.
Both had
I
good
will
taste.
say that because I love the way that blonde hair looked on her.
I like Cassie more, but you know what I mean. That's his
Okay,
new
yeah,
thing.
Cassie had a new
Cassie's
vag.
a little bit.
She had a nice
better.
little vag.
Yeah, you see, Puff, he's mad disrespectful, Puff. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
well,
you know,
she
Puff,
was out there
You know,
with it.
Puff runs up and smack niggas. You know that, right? He smacked Drake. You know what I'm saying? Don't let's not
smack
forget.
me.
Let's not forget Puff smack motherfuckers. You know what I'm
He
saying?
didn't smack Biggie.
We don't know that. I mean,
pretty
Biggie's
sure he
eye
didn't.
was wandering. You never know. He
But
might
that
have
was
wandered
from
that
birth.
eye.
You didn't know? Do you never?
I'm just joking. That was a joke. I know
But
why. It was a
okay.
joke. It
At
was a
birth,
joke. Just
yeah.
leave it alone. This is,
Umbilical cord.
yeah, I got it.
He also Puff's daddies.
Hey, see, that's Josh.
Oh,
I don't,
yeah.
I'm not stepping on
Oh,
that
yeah.
either, Puff.
Oh, yeah.
That's Josh and
Oh, yeah.
Dawoud. They
That's how he
are
got
talking
on.
reckless about you,
That's how
Puff.
he got on.
We are cool, Puff. You know what I'm saying? Where I want to be on Revolt eventually.
They said
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
how
Like
John-
he's
I
fucking up
mean-
the bag. These two guys over here.
No,
fucking up the bag, yo.
No, we're just speaking reality there. I mean, well, not reality, alleged
Listen,
reality.
I don't know
It's
nothing
alleged.
about that. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
never heard no alleged story?
Nope. Nah, I ain't hear shit. Revolt, I'm over here. When you ready? Your boy, get that bag ready.
Wow. He
Huh?
said,
They sometimes even put those stories out.
I don't know
Exactly.
nothing about that, Josh. I'm not.
Look.
listen.
Look.
Ignorance
and
is
behind
bliss.
the scenes.
No, there's no behind the scenes. Ignorance is bliss. I don't know nothing. All right, I know nothing.
See no
All I
evil,
know
hear
is-
no evil, know no evil?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay,
There
the
you go.
three monkeys.
I didn't say I'm a monkey. See, you always got to see. That's some racist shit. There goes his half white side
but
try to
no.
come out. Now let me
But
find
look,
out. Let
but
me
look.
find out. Let me find out.
There's three monkeys,
Come on,
though.
man.
You know there's
Come on,
three
my
monkeys.
brother. Come on,
All
my
right,
brother.
Caesar.
Thank you. Bring him back.
Caesar.
No, I'm not. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
She's a home.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the monkey.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
mean,
Like
well,
again,
actually, it's not a monkey. It's an ape.
I don't know what he's talking
It's an
about. He's
ape.
on himself.
It's an ape
okay?
because chimps are apes.
You and
They can't
Azalea
be
Banks, man.
monkeys
Y'all,
are- monkeys
y'all,
have
y'all are
tails.
like, like self-bashing, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, listen. It's like this, man.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just going over some
I know you
bullshit.
just random tangent.
Random tangent
Yeah.
of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
what we do.
no. But back to Kim Porter. She was 47 years old. You know what I mean?
That's my age.
She was a model. You know, that's how
That's
Puff
so
met
sad,
her.
man.
And the funny thing is also too, it's just like it's supposedly because there's no toxicology report yet, but they're saying that she passed away from complications of
from
pneumnia and
that's
supposedly a cardiac arrest.
Behind
Supposedly,
the bronchial.
yes. You know what the funny thing is? I was talking about this with one of my friends. Friend, yeah, you could call him friend, whatever, coworker, whatever. Anyway, associate, whatever. And they brought a topic up that I didn't think about. She was a model back in the days, so that was like, the early 90s and,
Right.
and late 80s or whatever. She was a model.
What you call his
And-
wife was a model too?
Who?
Stan Lee.
Okay,
She's a
so
British model.
so what I'm saying to you is, back then, doing all them cokes and all that type of
Oh,
shit
wow.
back then,
A lot of
you don't know
partying.
what the effects are these days.
They was
now.
doing a lot of Biggie.
You get what I'm
party
saying?
and bullshit.
But the thing is, do you blame them for that? Because they didn't know.
A lot of people did.
Nobody exactly. It was just to have fun.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I used to,
Oh, you was with the
Back
sugar
in the
booger?
day?
Yeah, the sugar booger.
back in the day, bro.
Oh shit, we got a
I
sugar
thought I-
booger
I
over
thought I
here.
was Tony. I thought I was Tony Montana. I was sitting up in the front row with Scarface, and I had me some Scarface.
Oh, okay. I don't know your fucking analogies. Be like double entendres. Like what the fuck? You
I was
talking
just like this. I was front row, had the cigarette pack with about a quarter.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
You breaking it down that graphic? Go ahead, cokehead.
Yeah, 7 grams.
Used to
7
be-
grams up in that bitch.
So now, let me ask you a
You
question.
owned a tree, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so well, let's dig deep into the coke era
Oh, yeah.
of Dawoud. I want to know now. Like, were you like one of those? Were you one of those? Like I'm your pusher kind of cokeheads,
Yeah.
or were you just a party cokehead that just
No,
go to
I
the
was-
party?
I was the-
so you
I
was
was the
pushing
pusher.
it.
I was
You
pushing it. I
So
was pushing
so
P.
you. Let me ask you a question. Did you
I
have
have
the
the
long
fingernail?
pink nail?
One time I did.
Oh shit, he was really a
time I
cokehead.
did.
Cause that's how you know somebody's a cokehead. They had a long pinky nail,
And it worked.
They go
It worked.
snip that. Go.
It was
You know what I
like-
mean?
Yeah. It worked.
I don't know shit about
I
this.
did
just
that.
know
Yo,
the movies.
I also used to.
I was scared of that
I
shit.
used to use the corner of the matchbook.
Oh, you was
to
an
fold
old
it.
school. That's some old school shit.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
See,
So
but you
let me
gotta
ask you a
understand
question.
that was back in the '80s. I was
Did you
young.
ever sniff coke off of a girl's butt?
Nah.
Never did a line off a girl's titties.
Nah.
Damn, man. Then what the fuck is the point of doing coke? Then that's,
Bro, I did it. It
Wolf
was
of
like-
Wall Street said
bro.
that was the fucking point.
Listen,
to do coke off of a bitch's ass
but listen,
on some titties.
The dude, the Wolf of Wall Street, was not selling coke. He was buying it to use.
I know
I
that,
didn't
but-
buy it to use.
But,
I
but
bought it
that's
to get
even
rid
more.
of.
But that's even more. You did it though, and
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you had bitches
Oh
doing
yeah,
wild shit.
I tricked.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
My
the
name
time
was
you
Trick
supposed
Daddy.
to. You supposed to put the coke in the all over a
Yeah,
bitch. And
I was
just
Trick Daddy.
Wow, 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 you know what I mean?
I was Trick Daddy.
So that's what I
Get
want to
on his
hear
dick.
about. That's the
Get
type
on
of
his
stories
dick,
I want to
mommy.
hear about. Pause.
Yeah.
Not about the getting on the dick.
No,
I
no,
want to
no.
hear about the coke stories.
Oh man, listen.
Now let me ask you a question. Now let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Did you ever smack a bitch like open hand? This is back in the day. This is not Dawoud now, But back in the day when you was like high on coke, did you ever just like,
No, I never.
bitch, where's my shit?
No.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's the point of doing coke,
What I
man.
no.
Like,
What I
you're supposed to-
did no. What I did.
Am
What
I
I
right?
did one time because I was selling it. This chick tried to.
Oh, so
play
you
me.
did it only one time?
This chick tried. No. I did a few times.
Oh,
man.
okay.
I remember sniffing some shit. I had some fish scale from Ishmael. Nah, listen, for real. So, yo, I was sitting on the.
This is why I like to hear coke stories.
I had the boom box.
Hold up. We might have to change the hashtag from fish scale from Ishmael. That is the flyest shit I've heard. That's some real coke shit. That's some coke shit.
Yo.
Continue.
Yo, but so anyways,
Fish
I'm sitting
scale
up here.
from
I'm
Ishmael.
hanging with my
Goddamn.
boys. We down in Bristol and shit. And I'm sitting up here. I got the boom box on the lap. We just sniffed it up. You know what I'm saying?
Get the-
And yo, listen.
You can't just say shit. You gotta wait. You can't just. You gotta put it in story context, man.
Yo.
Because this is look. When
Oh,
you
you want me
say
to break
when
it down?
Yeah, because when you say we were sitting on the corner or wherever in Bristol with the boombox and you sniffed it up.
Yeah.
It could mean different things when you say
Nah,
sniffed up the
listen,
boombox.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
listen,
Because it
listen.
could have been like
Nah,
you sold the boombox.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
That's why I say you
We
gotta
was
paint the
listening to
picture
music.
for us.
We was chilling, hanging out.
I
sniffed a little-
like you with Smokey and Craig on
Yeah,
the
we
porch.
sniffed a little
Aight.
Kizane. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hit the
Yo,
Brizane.
I love how he's throwing this out there.
You know
The
what
little
I'm
Kizane to the Brizane. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo,
niggas
check
go
it.
crazy.
So we talking and bullshitting.
It's not
So
good.
then all of a sudden it was like, yo, I can't feel my dick.
Hey,
Nigga, you know-
well, see,
Yo.
this is where the cokehead stories go
Really?
crazy. What the
Really?
fuck?
Really?
First of
Nigga,
all,
I'm grabbing my shit like, yo, I can't
so
feel
it was you. It was you
Yeah.
who said that. So first
I'm like,
of all,
yo,
Take a lot though for that to happen.
yo, bro, I'm
Whoa,
like, yo.
Josh.
I'm
Josh
sitting-
said you got to take a whole key for that to happen.
Nah,
what the fuck
man,
were
you
you
had some real
doing, man?
good shit.
Oh, you
I
had
that
the-
good shit.
the good
I
sugar
tell you, I
booger.
had the fish scale from Ishmael.
Ishmael, my bad.
The pure Peruvian
Go ahead,
flake.
go ahead. All right.
Anyway, so
this shit could.
I'm
Instead,
sitting up
I
there
can't
like-
feel my face.
No, I
you
can't feel
feel
my
your
dick.
dick.
Yo, real talk. I had the
ahead.
shit before Jules and motherfucking Wayne, but it was the
Go ahead.
dick, not the face.
Go ahead.
But I guess
so you
man,
sitting
can be
there.
assumed in face. Anyways,
So you sitting there.
I'm
Your
like-
man is like, "Yo, you're wildin'. Stop telling me that." I know he said that. I know.
nah, they was like, what the fuck, nigga?
Exactly. Like, get away
That's
from
some
me.
good shit.
Hey,
It was like,
I don't
that's some
know.
good shit.
I don't know if it's that
I'm
good.
like,
If it make it where you can't feel your dick. I don't wanna feel that good. I don't
Oh,
know
man,
about you,
listen,
but I wanna
listen.
always feel my dick. Pause.
shit,
You know what I'm saying?
damn.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you got the shit from Ishmael right now?
Yeah,
What the
you
fuck
see-
you talking about?
Yeah, I
man?
got that little pop up
Oh
right there.
shit! Holy shit, yo! Whoa!
Nah.
That was a joke, please.
Nah, never
Please,
that.
Ishmael
That's
is not around anymore.
That's my
What's going on here?
my flashlight that I was given to by a customer when I was working at Wing On.
What the
He
fuck?
just gave it to me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like, yeah, that's
All right.
So anyways, nah,
You're a
but
suspect over there now.
listen, nah. Listen,
Yeah,
I
get
don't
back
have a
to
problem
Allah.
talking about my
Allah.
talking about my life, man.
I know, but
I mean, it is what it is. It's a story. It's a true life. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't
so
real. This
basically,
shit is real.
you got so high one day that you couldn't feel your penis. Pause.
Bro, listen.
And that had to be the last high. That was it, right?
Nah. Nah, bro.
Like, why would you go back after that, yo?
Listen, let me tell you something.
The sugar booger was good.
Back then, it was the thing to do. You would sit up there and do your thing, and then you get the
He's like-
drips. You get the drips, and you be
The
drunk.
drips. What the fuck is the drip?
The
Yo,
drips.
first
is-
of all, you know drip means totally different from what you're talking about
No.
right now.
When
Because
you
I don't
get
know
the
what drip you're talking
The
about.
drip is like when you sniff the thing up and then it starts dripping down your throat.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This got
Yeah.
real disgusting real quick.
Yeah.
What do you mean stuff is dripping down your throat? Hey, yo,
It's
what
the
is
drips
that?
from the cane from when you sniff
Oh,
it.
oh.
Yeah.
Because you
So-
said you couldn't feel your dick. Then you said now you had the drips down your throat.
Yeah.
The correlations didn't match to me. So,
So
I had to be
anyways,
clear on
long
what you was
story
talking
short-
about.
Does that also numb your mouth?
But that's just
Your mouth? Doesn't that the drip?
the throat. Yeah, it numbs your throat.
It numbs your throat.
Yeah, because of the drip, because of the
So
cane.
what if you eating and you know what I mean? You choke.
Nah.
Oh, it's You can still feel your throat, but it's just numbing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I just never,
and we used
I
to
never
do
did
the, we
coke,
used
so
to
I
do
want to
the-
know
we
what
used
about
to
it because I'm not.
do the freezing that we.
You know what? I wanted to ask that question. Why do people wipe coke on their teeth or on
The
their
freeze.
gums?
They like the freeze.
The freeze.
Yeah.
So what is
It numbs
just,
you up.
Is it all right? Now let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know it. When you go to the dentist, right, and they give you the Novocaine, right?
People,
Don't know
people, hold
Novocaine
up, hold up.
shots.
People, these are the tales from the Coke files.
The coke files from Dawoud back in the
Yeah.
days.
Listen.
This is back in the days when his name was
Oh
different.
yeah. Yeah. When shit was cool to be doing it.
Exactly. But when you go to the dentist, right, and they do the Novocaine, because
Yeah.
is it the
Yeah.
same feeling?
Same numbing.
So, but I don't like that feeling.
Where do you think they got that from? Cocaine, Novocaine.
I know that's what I know. There's a little
That's a
bit in it,
derivative.
but what I'm saying to you is that feeling that you get when the dentist, you know what I'm talking about, right, Josh? Because you've been a
Yeah,
dentist.
because
We all
then
been a
you
dentist.
feel like you got a big ass Jimmy
Yeah,
J.J. Walker lips, and your
walking
jaw
around.
feels like
That don't feel cool to me. So that's
Nah,
why I
it
never
wasn't like
understood
that.
the
It
Novocaine
wasn't
thing.
like
I mean the
that,
cocaine
though.
thing.
It wasn't like that Novocaine. Like
It just
that's
numbed,
really
like, right
deep.
here. Oh,
It's
oh.
all in the gums and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
anyways, long story short, it's like
Nah, don't cut the coke story
listen,
short.
no, because I'm
We
about to
need
go
the
into another
story.
coke story. I'm about to
Okay,
go into
ahead,
the
go
coke
ahead.
crack cocaine story.
Oh, okay. All right, get deep, nigga.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
deep, nigga. Go ahead.
So
nigga.
listen, this is what happened. Like
Yeah,
I
keep
started
the time,
off,
Josh.
I
Keep the
started
time,
off selling
please.
joints and shit like that. My man put me on. I ain't gonna say no names, but he put me on.
Mm-hmm. He's
He
a
started-
dirtbag. That
he
he
started-
not
he
your
started-
man.
He started me off with no. I looked up to him like an uncle and shit. So
Oh,
I was
but
like,
this is back
I
in
was
the day,
like,
so
yeah, I was like
we
16
didn't know.
years old.
All right, so go ahead.
So he started me off. I had a little sandwich bag. It was probably about an ounce or so of joints rolled up.
Okay.
They're about the size of cigarettes.
That's how they used to sell it back in the days
Yeah.
in joints. My
I
uncle
was
told me
selling-
that.
I was selling joints for like $3 a joint.
Yo, damn, them the good old days. God damn, a $3
$3 a
joint.
joint.
Shit.
$3 a joint.
And my uncle said like a
And-
dime
and-
bag used to be
Yeah.
2 fingers
Yeah, yeah.
across a Ziploc
Yep,
bag.
yep, yep.
That was a dime. So you had at least
Yeah.
an ounce or something
Yeah.
damn near.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
all right.
We talking about the joints probably had like a dime of today in them.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
damn, them like
Yeah.
look like your
Yeah. Yeah. it
fingers
was-
paused.
I told you it looked like a cigarette. Like you know
Okay,
how thick a
okay.
cigarette
Yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah.
Same thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
but
right,
it was
all
in
right. Them the
joints.
good old days, all
Oh,
right.
yeah. So, I was doing that, and then I told my man, I said, listen, I want to step my game up. I want to start selling that yay. So,
Cocaína.
yeah. So then he was like, nah, you ain't ready for this, young man. You ain't ready for this. I said, nah, I'm ready.
It sound like a movie. I
ready.
think he stole this from a movie. Go
Nah,
ahead.
nah. I said, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
So then he put me on. I started doing my thing. I was getting my thing off. So then from there, one day I went up to my peoples, and they was just fucking doing what they was doing. They was drinking and shit like that. Next thing I know, I see one of my people with a fucking like a pen inside of like a half a gallon of vodka buck off. And
pen?
Yeah, half filled with water and then some aluminum foil with some ashes on top. Then I see them light a lighter to it and they're like, and I'm like, yo, what's that right there? They was like, oh man, listen, this is that cocaine, bro. I was like, really? I said, let me.
What is that, freebasing?
Yeah. So I said, let me check that out.
Shit,
I said,
you
let me
wanted to check that out?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to remember, hold on, disclaimer. Nobody never knew what the fuck this was at that
Yeah,
time. This was
exactly.
like, what, 80s?
Yeah, when
Like
crack
late
first hit the
80s?
scene.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
so we don't know what the fuck that is.
So-
We definitely don't endorse.
I'm telling this story just to let motherfuckers don't do this shit.
Yeah, because he almost got raped by a giraffe when this shit happened.
That's a fucking lie, but anyway.
So don't do drugs, kids.
I was raping myself.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, I just
Anyways,
I just being a dick. Go ahead.
like I said, so I'm like, let me try it. They're like, nah, you don't really want to try this. I said, no.
At least he
I really,
warned you.
I really
Try
want to
it.
try it.
Okay,
Because
so you
I
both
seen them
got-
doing it, and I'm like, yo, nobody disrespects them.
Right,
They
right,
ain't
right.
considered crackheads.
Right.
Let me
And-
try this.
And this is before crackheads, right?
Yeah. Well, no, around the time it started.
Just started
it
becoming crackheads. Okay.
So I'm sitting up there like, terminology, basehead.
Basehead.
Anyway,
See, that's when it was
look,
baseheads.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm sitting up there. I'm holding the bottle.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! Damn, this is better than smoking weed. I don't get a burn in my throat or nothing. It's nice and cool and mellow and wow, I feel bright.
He said,
I
feel
can
bright.
run a marathon.
You feel bright.
I feel like I can run a marathon up in this bitch.
Really?
I got some energy.
Did you build a house?
I built 5 houses. I was Bob the fucking builder.
You know what the funny thing is? Let me tell you something. And this is why I never shit on crackheads or anything like that. All right, there was this guy, right?
I didn't finish
Lived
my
in
story,
my. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, like the motherfucker said, like that first hit.
Oh, there it goes.
That first hit's like boom. You just hear that boom. And then
Oh, you hear that?
That's the reason why that's the reason why motherfuckers be chasing that shit.
Okay.
I mean, luckily enough, I didn't have addictive personality, but my personality was only addictive to the point of while I had it, I was addicted.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't have it, I didn't go looking for it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So so if I just pulled out some crack right now, would you get interested?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
So like I was saying, so
that was another bullshit
I sat
joke.
up there,
Just
and I was doing my thing. I was doing some hand-to-hand shit. You know what I mean? So for people that don't know what hand-to-hand is, I was peddling cocaine.
Okay.
So more or less, what happened was I end up having this one kid, and he knew how to cook up. I didn't really know how to cook up at the time. So he ended up cooking up, and we would test the product to make sure that it was
Right.
good for the people.
Okay,
Like,
so
they would
that's
be like,
what that was your taking. It wasn't
that
most
was
of the time.
It was a test.
Okay. So
was a
that
test.
wasn't that wasn't your thing to really go and do
No,
it.
no,
then.
no. It
You
was
did
like just a test. So
Okay.
then what we would do, I was living with my grandfather at the time. Mind you, I'm only 16 years old.
Shit,
So I'm
damn.
sitting up there, I'm hitting my shit.
Right.
All right, man. Now you go hit your shit. I'm going to go watch the window, see if my grandfather's coming.
Oh shit. That's some wild shit.
He would do it. But I'm going to tell you a story later after this.
Yeah, we're gonna have
I know,
coke
it's
stories
only-
from
yeah,
Dawoud
yeah.
next week.
Yeah. So listen. So on the cocaine files of Dave from back in the day.
Dave,
Dave
I like
the
that.
dope fiend.
Dave the dope
But not
fiend.
shooting dope.
But not shooting dope.
Anyway, so
And always
then
use
I was-
water and
then-
soap.
Then, yeah, I always use water and soap. So anyway, so then I was just like, it was a test, and then like the test turned to it's a mission
Okay.
because the mission was I ain't had no more coke, so
Right.
now what I'm gonna sell?
Right.
And then I started getting depressed and feeling like killing myself because I was like, yo, man.
Damn, man. You get into that, really?
Yeah, because I was like, yo, I could have had $300-400.
Okay.
And I
you
fucked
see
it
what I'm saying?
up.
You fucked it
Blew
up.
the
yeah.
whole package.
Instead
But
of you
guess
could have
what?
been partying.
Aha!
What?
I was a smart young lad.
Uh-huh.
So I went to my peoples, put me on.
God
then
damn,
I
spit all over it, man. God damn. That coke spit. Go ahead, pause.
yeah, my
ahead.
water in the shit. Anyway, so then I sit up there and go see my mans and be like, yo, I need to be put on. And listen, back then, you know what they used to pay you?
What?
They paid you $20 off of every 100.
Okay.
So I made off of $500, I made $100.
Okay.
So that's how it would go.
All right.
So
That's not bad.
I would go and do that.
Because it's not your product. It's
Right.
You just,
so I'll get $5 off every bag.
That's not
and the
bad.
bags were $20 or
not bad at
$25.
all.
I can't
Okay.
remember. So I'll turn around and do my thing so I can make enough money to go
And re-up
get
and buy.
re-up and do my thing again for myself.
Right.
So needless to say, back to the test.
There you go. Go ahead.
It's gone again.
There you go. Fucked it up.
Fuck. Shit.
Damn.
What am I gonna do about this motherfucker?
Double up on all that
Yeah.
bullshit, man.
So I did it a couple of more times, and then one time it got so bad I got
Oh, you got fucked up?
Oh man, listen.
Oh, you got.
I was the ace in the hole.
See?
I was the ace in the hole, and
This is where it
Look,
goes, kids. You shouldn't fuck up the pack. Because then
Listen.
you get your ass whooped.
I didn't get my ass whooped, but I took a hard punch to the face.
That's still ass whooping.
And the only reason why I
'Cause you
took
learned-
the hard punch to the face, not because I was pussy, but because I knew I fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what? That part of the story I want to just sit on a little bit. Pause. The reason why is sometimes you got to learn your lesson. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get that one smack that reminds you to, yo, you know what? This ain't me. This is not me. Let me act accordingly. And you know what? You got to thank that person that punched you in the fucking mouth. Because that straightened your shit out,
Yeah,
right?
it woke me up.
It straightened.
I woke right
you did
the
not
fuck up.
another pack after
I
that.
never fucked up packs again.
There you go. There
Never
you go.
did that shit again.
Because you didn't want to get punched in the fucking face again. That's what happened. So sometimes
No, I just knew
you need an ass whooping.
No,
and that's the
I
thing.
knew that I had to be responsible. Like, this is not me. I'm not an addict.
Yeah.
So,
but
that
that's what
shit
I'm saying. It
knocked
woke
me
you
right
up.
out of the.
It woke you
oh,
up.
yeah, you really ain't an addict. And then shit.
And that's the kind of the thing that these kids need these days.
Right.
Because
That ass
that,
whooping.
we honestly, not for nothing, we glorified drug dealers because they was the ones getting the money. They wasn't using the product.
Right.
And the effects of that is
but
now
what you didn't
we have
understand
kids.
is a lot of people
Yeah,
out
did.
there was using the product.
But what I'm saying is we never liked that, right?
Right.
But now we got kids who love the product and hate the seller.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because now we're giving these dudes millions of years in jail.
Yep.
And the dudes that are using it are dying, and the kids are just making shit up and doing all type
Yo,
of shit.
shit is
But the
crazy out here.
repercussion is we all skip the point of the punch in the face. Some
Right.
of these motherfuckers need to get punched in the face, and then they will
Wake
stop.
up.
They
Wake
will
up.
stop.
Wake
Punch
up.
them right in the motherfucking face, and they'll
But
stop.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes that punch don't work. It only
Sometimes-
works. It only works
sometimes.
on the motherfucker that it ain't really in them.
Yeah.
If it's in you to be an addict,
Then you
that
take the punch in the face and go and keep going.
Listen,
You're right.
I witnessed the dude getting his ass handed to him. Like they broke this nigga's ribs, and he was screaming like a bitch. I heard him from 3 blocks away, screaming like a bitch for real, for real. He was like, oh, oh. I was like, oh shit, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, they beating that nigga's ass. Somebody
You
save him.
You sure it was just that scream that you just made?
No, nah.
That's exactly
Yeah, that's
what
the
you
way
said.
that's the way he was screaming.
That's not an ass whooping. That's
No.
an ass bussing. That's what it sounds
No,
like.
when I ran up, they was beating the shit out of this nigga.
Okay, but what I mean by beating,
No, beating him up.
Oh, okay.
Fucking him up.
'Cause
Punching
when
him in
niggas
the
screaming like
ribs,
that-
kicking him and shit in his
Oh,
ribs,
okay.
all types
Screaming
of
like
shit.
that. Then he was like, ah.
No, he had a high pitched scream.
He said he had a high pitch.
Yeah, he definitely did, and
Yo,
that
that's wild for
did
tonight.
not show
That's
him
wild for tonight.
to not be doing it again.
Yo,
because
that's
he
really
definitely
wild for
did it
tonight.
again. And the fucking crazy thing about that was this kid came from money. Like his family owned a
But
dealership.
usually that's what it is.
His
It's usually
family owned a
dudes-
dealership.
It's usually dudes like that because they think that they don't have to pay back or they don't have to do this because everything is given to them. You get what I'm saying? No,
Yo.
honestly, people think that
I can
when you
tell
come
you, I
from
can
money,
tell you about some shit.
that's
man.
why I respect rich dudes who make their kids go and work, like get a job and go do shit because when you can't blame them if you don't force them to work.
Right.
Because then you enable them to be lazy and not do shit.
But listen, the one part of the story that I do want to say, and this goes out to all the youth out there, if you're having problems, if you're an addict, you're addicted, get yourself some help because it's crazy. I'm seeing
Facts,
17-year-old
Overdosing.
children,
Yeah.
fucking dying in the streets using dog food. Excuse me, for people that don't know what dog food is, heroin, using heroin and being addicted at 17 to 20 years old.
Yeah, and we know what these things do
That
now.
shit is crazy.
We know what they do now.
20 years old, looking like older than me, and I'm damn near 50.
Yeah,
Like looking
Can't be-
drawn up, looking like
not good.
Walking Dead.
not good.
Seriously, man, listen.
And some of you old ass looking kids need to cut the fucking out and go to bed. Go to bed.
Like, yeah,
y'all
real
look
talk.
like zombies out here, man.
They look like Walking Dead for real.
Yeah, for real,
That's
man.
what that fucking heroin is.
Wash
doing
your
to
ass.
these fucking-
Wash your ass too.
Yeah, man.
Wash your ass. Dip your ass in some water.
But
occasionally.
listen,
That'd be
it's
good.
not to be joking. It's not to be joking about because on some real shit, it's just like, yo, it's fucking crazy, bro. Because like these people are addicted. They get sick if they don't get this drug. And then what's even fucking worse? Yeah, you motherfuckers out there, the methadone clinics, that shit ain't helping people when you don't fucking lower the dosage. You need to lower the dosage. Don't fucking up the dosage. It's like you want to keep them as a junkie. You want to keep the Walking Dead.
It's money.
These people are sick.
about
The
money.
fucking teeth are falling out from the fucking methadone. Like, it's crazy. Like, this shit is bullshit, man. You want to help someone. You want to get them right. Lower them off the dosage. Wean them off the fucking shit.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
And all y'all people out there, 420, keep on.
How the fuck
Nothing
you?
bad with
Yo,
that.
I was just about to say, yo, I feel bad. I was about to crack jokes and shit, and then he ends it on that shit right there. What kind of bullshit is that?
420.
This motherfucker over here, yo, yeah, I don't even know what to
No,
say
but for
after
real,
that.
bro.
That's bullshit
On some
right
real
there.
shit, when have you ever seen anybody really fuck some shit up smoking weed?
You right, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
you
I'm
just-
going to go kill
but you
somebody. I
do-
just puffed the Joe.
Buff the joke.
Puffed the Joe. A J.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
Look, I just smoked the
You
blunt. I'm
coming up
about
with
to
new
go shoot
names and
somebody.
shit over here. This guy over here is wild for the night
No,
right
but
now.
I'm just saying.
Nah, you got a
It's
point.
real.
You got a point. You got a point. I'm just saying.
I mean, sometimes you just need to smoke a motherfucking L and just be like, fuck it. I got this fucking $500 bill.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You
Fuck
asshole.
that motherfucking. I've been waiting to burn these candles. Remember that shit?
You an asshole. You a fucking asshole. So yo, man, let's end the show now because we it's about that time. We
Yeah.
gotta wrap it up. But please follow us on all our social medias again.
Yes.
Once again,
Facebook,
subscribe
Twitter,
on the
Snapchat.
on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to YouTube. You want me to
This is
stand up and show them
247.com.
the
Yep, show them
jacket again?
Yep. What was the wait before you stand up? What was the guy's name again? What was the name? The hashtag? What's the new hashtag?
Hashtag
The dude.
Excelsior.
No, fuck Excelsior.
What?
It was fucking Ishmael. What's his name?
Ishmael with the fish scale.
Ishmael with the fish scale. That's what Ishmael with the fish scale. Remember that, Josh. Ishmael with the fish scale is the new thing. And don't forget, this is 24/7.com.
This is 247.com.
I'm laughing and talking.
See?
And don't forget, catch us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of the social medias and all of that. Follow Josh too. You know what I mean, on all of the social medias as well. And
Coming
we'll
to
see
a
y'all
parking
next
lot
week.
near you.
Yeah.
The Keyz and Dawoud podcast. We're going to be in your parking lot.
Yeah, hopefully get in the bag. Pause.
Getting the big bag.
All right, we out of here. We see y'all next week. One.
The Keyz and Dawoud podcast.